Fake news. It's a term that's been thrown around a lot these last few months. From articles to comments from the president, it seems that this idea of fake news is everywhere we go. According to Pew Research, 64% of American adults say that fake news has created a great deal of confusion about the basic facts of current events. It was such a rampant issue that UF's public debate team dedicated their latest debate to the topic of whether Facebook should begin flagging fake news.
The thing is that when you put the fake news online...
But what is fake news, and how can we tell the truth apart from the lies? To start my journey, I created an online poll to see which news organizations people felt were more likely to create fake news. As you can see, the results vary greatly from person to person, from some people saying that they felt that no news organizations created fake news, to that all news organizations created fake news stories. I decided to take to the streets, asking everyone and anyone their definition of fake news.
I think fake news is actually false. Not that it has a bias, but that it's something that never happened or a perspective that cannot be upheld.
Fake news is news that's biased enough to not want to present facts anymore, whether from either side.
Fake news could be looked at from an economic perspective, it could be looked at from a political perspective, or even a social perspective. And it's always the owners of fake news that make money.
Notice.
UF Master Lecturer in Journalism Mike Foley agrees that money plays a large role in the creation of fake news.
There are three kinds of fake news. One, made up stuff for profit or for fun or for just being bad. Mm-hmm. Two, spin. If somebody wants to get their message across their way, and they'll shade the truth or lie. And the third one is reporters making mistakes.
Joshua Gillen, a staff writer at PolitiFact who is currently in charge of following up on claims they have deemed as fake news, shares a similar view on the economic goals of fake news.
Fake news is something that is written to seem outrageous, to generate a reaction, and usually it's just to get people to go to those outlets. That's all they want. They want your eyeballs going on their website and clicking on their ad.
Foley and Gillen weren't the only journalists eager to weigh in on this issue.
Fake news is where the story is crafted to mislead, and where it is designed in order to make a political point. Fake news is, at its core, designed to be corrosive and malicious.
So how can you differentiate the truth from the lies? First of all, check the source. If a source is not from a reputable news organization, or if it tends to try to promote a certain ideological view, it casts some doubts on its validity. Do outside research. If you can't find the story anywhere else, that may be fake news. Check your biases. You are more likely to believe news that is in support of your political views, making you more susceptible to believing fake news. And finally, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. Caitlyn Burnitis, WUFT News.